Hello and greetings. It is GleeCon, and I am here again, bringing you another episode of Lore of Warcraft. On our last episode, we read through some more of the final Dungeons and Dragons sourcebook material called Dark Factions. We read about the Cult of the Damned was one of them, and then I think we actually read one more past. The Dark Horde. Yeah, and we talked about basically the last remnants of the original Horde that broke from, or never joined up with Thrall, and they stayed with Rend and originally Maim before he died, and they now are kind of enslaved to Nefarian, or not Nefarian, his son, whoever, I can't, maybe it is Nefarian, no, it's, not being very lore masterish right now. The guy that runs Blackwing Lair, I can't remember. He is Deathwing's son. Just drawing a blank. Maybe it is. Anyhow, we've also been playing World of Warcraft Classic, and we did some more Hillsbrad Foothills on the last playthrough with our Forsaken Warlock, and he killed some humans and farmers, and we had a pretty cool little standoff at the end. Stay a while and listen as we move our next chapter. This is the final kind of the round of 9. As we bounce through the 9 different characters, one of each class that we have. This is a human priest, Callie, that we have. And she's been doing some work in the Stonetalon Mountains. Questy's updating right now, I just upped it. She is, this is a tough zone for her. It's definitely more tough coming in at the quote-unquote recommended level. Like if you look at Wowhead or questing guides, it's a little bit tense to come to Stonetalon at this level. She's 23. She just dinged 23. She's pretty low. We have some quests here. We have a 22. It's called Genzo's Ore. So we can pick that up. We also have these Venture Co. levels. Oh, but I think we have to, like, protect him or something like that. We have to go into the mine to get old Piznik there. So it's a little bit tough, and that's kind of what we're going to attempt today. We're going to see how well we can do in this neck of the woods as we continue pressing on. Now, I've talked a lot on this show about the stuff that I do offline. Both in terms of this show and what I do on my own, which is a lot of retail. I haven't been playing Classic solo on my own, and then also what the project I've done, which is kind of a spin-off of this project, but that I've been kind of hand-holding. My wife and I have been holding hands and making our way through all of these quests. We've done it in a different way, a way that I would consider a more lore master way. It's where you take one character and you try and get that singular character to experience all that the game has to offer. And the reason why I kind of didn't go that route is because I was worried about the class and racial stuff anyway. But so I made one of every class and I diversified the races, but the amount of effort that this has been to run all these characters separately, while also dealing with the fact that even with this, I broke it down recently, even this is not in any way, shape, or form going to get us a fully completionist run-through, because there are, from the little tablets that we had in the beginning to like for the leading you to your quest trainer, to just some like the fact that once you get your warlock with one person you can't get the dwarf version, and so on and so forth. There's just so much to do and to go on. So before we talk a little bit more about that and about addressing the comment, an appreciated comment that someone made on one of my videos, let's look at this quest. So if it's been a while, and this is also a valid criticism, live and learn, you know. We're doing this thing called Covert Ops Alpha. So let's look and see what it says. It says take the pages, and I believe in her book bag she has some explanatory things about Alpha and Beta. So let's see. Doesn't really... There's Plan Beta, so Where's Planet Alpha start? There we go. The lumber mill, which is where we're at. There's a wagon out in front. I suspect the engineering plans are inside of the lumber mill. Plant the charge. Head to the back of the wagon. Once it's set, make haste, get some distance, then hit the detonator. Ba 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 ba. Don't be near the wagon when it blows. It'll hurt. And then, I guess, I don't really know what they're saying. I guess we're going to do... That will sort of help us. So, this is the blue explosives, and it says... we are copper and silver wires. I don't know which one we use. Plant the charge. I don't remember what we use. We use the red or the blue for this guy, and we have. Do we have? I don't even know where the there's blue detonator. So I guess maybe it doesn't particularly matter. As long as we use one. Blue is for the mill. Okay, so there we go. Wow, you've really... I mean, we read all these already. So this is just an interesting thing here. We have... we're going to look for a cart, I guess. And then we're going to close up some of this stuff. Kill my way a little bit, but... I don't even know what cart they're talking about. But I'm guessing... that cart will draw them out, and that will allow us to pick up the thing that we need. Let's kill this guy just for fun. Maybe I should... I'm not... Oh, I forgot I have this holy fire. Now, one-on-one like that against these guys, this isn't that bad. That's a 3.5 second. Actually, maybe I should be hitting with the holy fire first. Get started. What all that? Alright, so there's the plans right there. I don't know why I don't just take these plans. Like, what's the point of just... Yeah, why can't I... Why do I have to do all that extensive stuff? Boom, I just got the plans. Okay, so I guess you could do all of that, and then... So, whatever. We could have done the explosion, but why not? We can't read those engineering plans, but we have the other set of plans, which is at the mines. So maybe we want to do it for the mines, because I know the mines are a little more extensive. Alright, so let's try this way instead. Now we're going to pop with the holy fire, then drop that, then hit this. I'm just trying to kind of work out an order of operations and see how it would work. I mean, that's a little bit mana intensive when I do it that way. Maybe I ignore the holy fire aspect of it. Unless I'm gonna spam, like, try to focus down an enemy really fast in a dangerous situation. Which you know me, I love to get myself into those kind of situations. So, the reason why I bring all of that up is, I've kind of lamented, complained, and whatever, and then I went on a rant on one of my previous episodes, not like in the past few days, about how I wasn't going to do the Lore Master achievement. And primarily because, especially on Wrath of the Lich King, we will be going back and redoing these exact quests that we're doing right now. Most of these classic quests didn't change at all. So I thought, why put ourselves through the same content again? Just for the sake of checking a box. Well, just kind of tongue-in-cheek, somebody said... You know, how could you dare call yourself Lore of Warcraft and not do the Lore Master achievements? And whether it was said in jest or whether it was said as a legit criticism, is kind of beside the point. Because it's a valid argument. And I think my answer to that is okay, challenge accepted. I think. Now, addressing it seriously, I think that it is worthwhile. I think there's some value in going for the Lore Master achievement in Wrath of the Lich King. And here's why. One, learning from our mistakes, we could make the lore a lot more comprehensive. Now that I know exactly what the pitfalls are going to be, we could go into it with a clear head, and as someone else said, there's the ability to, or like it is so daunting and almost so unrealistic to try and tag every single quest, that the compromise of reading them isn't entirely crazy, especially for the small little class-specific ones. And so I could make a comprehensive list beforehand so that I had that ready to go, just tucked in the barrel. This is what's going to happen. Have that queued up and ready to go. Which I started when the show kind of started, but then I kind of got away from that some. Just sort of out of laziness and out of overwhelmingness, and it got too convoluted because I really, really, really have to get down and dirty with the databases and kind of make my own. For some reason, no one's ever made a comprehensive list that's organized in that way, in this completionist way. None that I can find. If anybody knows, absolutely share it with me. I have no desire to do the same work that somebody else already did twice. Where the heck are those Venture Co. letters? So I see, this is where we got a little bit more dicey because I need to go inside the mine here. I also know those letters are somewhere. Let's read the text. And then I'll get back to explaining why I think why I kind of like this idea and getting into it. Okay. The goblins using another wagon of explosives north of the mine entrance. So that would be sort of wagon of explosives north of the mine entrance. That would argue, we would argue that we're north of the mine entrance right here, but it could be a lot closer. So, yeah, so the other thing, so one is we could really give it another crack. No harm, no foul. We'll still play through Classic just because we're already this invested. Why the heck not? And so we'd basically be doing all of the Classic quests a second time. And some of them would be deleted and all that, and that's fine. But it would give us a kind of a mulligan in an attempt to do it right a second time. Second, we would be doing the Lore Master Achieve, you know, and that's just appropriate. This is I assume some people that check into a show called Lore of Warcraft would expect a Lore Master achievement tied to that. So, right, I wasn't being snarky when I said, like, fair point. I totally agree. I did not see that somebody was attacking me. Pulled him back a little bit. Is it two people? Sure is. Okay. I didn't realize I pulled two other casters. Defaults. So. Alright. That's why this is going to be it. If I have to fight my way in, I'm hoping that if we can set this bomb off, maybe it will pull these people away. Just a little hope on my part. Another reason is, quite frankly, it's easier. The whole experience, while a lot more time-consuming for that one particular character, it's actually on the whole smoother. We would stay with one character. So another thing that Kazi mentioned once was that, you know, we lose. Sometimes it's a couple weeks apart in between an episode that we lose where we were, and that's also extremely valid. I have that same feeling all the time. So I don't think that there's necessarily anything wrong with I like the idea of having someone plus from the side of like little things like gold and stuff. You just have the resources, the time. You can max out your professions. You can, you'll have the gold when you need it. You don't ever have to worry about not having the gold for your job or for your skill points or for whatever. Okay, so I do not know where this. Oh, there's the wagon trap right there. Okay, so Beta. I believe. I don't know if Beta was blue or not. We gotta look that up. Okay. Beta. Oh, at the front it says it at page 1. Blue is red's for the mine. Okay, so. Okay, so I set those up. Now I'm coming off to the side. I'm going to run away, and I need the detonator. Oh gosh. I don't know if there's a timer. I don't see a timer, so maybe we can just detonate it despite.
I can't cast that yet.
Rat. Okay, so that. Gosh, I was not far enough away from these dudes. That was a terrible plan. Okay. Okay, so I screwed up. Not only did I screw up, I screwed the frickin' pooch there. So that was a bad idea. You need to be like really far away the other direction, and then they're all gonna run out. And I guess what that would let me do would be to run inside, which is good because then I can get that in. So what I'm gonna do now is abandon this quest, the beta part, and re-pick up the beta quest. Or maybe there's a way to, I don't know, maybe there's a way to reacquire the materials. I guess I'll go over here and look. Because perhaps there's like a box of stuff next to him. Can't use the alpha, the blue, I mean. And I used the red. So, what that means is when we start Burning Crusade Classic, since we would be replaying some material, instead we're going to replay all material. We're going to go ahead and do Lore Master. We'll do it from the Horde and the Alliance side. The achievement system doesn't start until Wrath of the Lich King, so there's no point to do it in Classic because it doesn't exist, and we are doing it. So we are doing every quest, whether you want to take what we're doing and put it as one character or not. Like, I'm not restarting this deep in. We're we're almost halfway through the game with 9 different characters. So, or at least a third of the way through the game. So there's absolutely no way I'm deleting all 9 characters. But when we do the Burning Crusade Classic, we will do it that way. I will just make 2 characters, and then I will make some I'll make some Death Knight characters because they start already kind of higher level. So we'll just do that just to play through the intro storyline for the Horde and the Alliance with that. And I really screwed the pooch on that one. Alright, Kelly. Okay, so, I mean, I guess what we're really saying here also is that, like, we don't have to do this. We could fight our way in. It's just tough. So, like, I guess right now I'm gonna just do some fighting. Now they are 22. I mean, it's gonna give us some XP. I like that. And we definitely need it. Here with the, I guess I'll drink some milk. She's a little dying, and then reapplying my buffs has put a damper on that. But that's really the stuff. That's the way I would play if I was not making this show. So it'll be more authentic to how I play. You'll kind of get to see that. We'll run an Alliance and a Horde version. We will. I'll make a spreadsheet up. But anyway, that's still, we're talking about the future here. We're talking about some time away. Alright, now if the respawn process is going to be so fast, then I'll skip all this. Because I can see it says the letters are somewhere right around there. It doesn't say exactly where they're at. Thinking sure. Now I'm probably going to pull someone, yeah. I don't know where exactly they're at. There's just so many dudes. And she doesn't quite kill fast enough. You know? She's not that OP. Just walk up in there. I mean, she could just, like, Psychic Stream. If I was just concerned with that quest, but I need to get in the mine too, which is the other reason why. So I could try to two-man these two. Okay, I'm gonna go slow here.
That's still recharging.
Oh, we're pulling 3. Okay, so we are pulling 3. Now, get that up. Rebuff this back up. Okay, she's flash heal myself a little bit. And
I need to get closer.
I'm gonna dot and see what I can do. She does have 2 people coming after her. Okay, that one's already running, which is good. That does mean we can start getting to work on this guy, although put a dot on him. Okay, so I'm gonna have to either use a mana or
That spell is
he's running, that's good. Shoot through the trees, of course, who doesn't do that? And we'll just kind of let that spirit collection go. Oh, I guess she doesn't really make bandages because she's a tailor. Okay, so we have, oh my gosh, this is why they want you to blow it up, because look how many there are. There's the book right there. Alright, so turtle up again. Okay. We're gonna hit this guy up. I mean, she really should be going faster. I'm gonna have to drink some milk, I guess. But she could, really, ostensibly, she could just Psychic Scream. Let's try this guy. And we are gonna hit. And they are all ranged, too. We've got to get that guy to come closer.
I need to get closer.
Okay. And I think the respawn rate's crazy. I think that's the other part of it. Okay, so we are close. Let's see what we can do here. Ah. No. We are hitting that guy. I think we're gonna pull that kobold too. Probably. He's resisting my magic. Well, as of right now, we didn't pull the kobold. That's an A+ right there. I also don't even care about looting it because... So we have that quest complete. That's good. Now, getting in the mine is a different story. Instead, we're gonna turtle up a little bit here. I could use some milk. Could go for a delicious suckle at the teat. And so these guys, I mean, she's a solid character. So I was a little bit surprised that we had such a good hard trouble, and it's really just this. It's this exit to the cave. If I can get in, I actually think it'll be easier in. Area loot like you can now. Okay, so now we're in the mine. So here comes again. If we can push our way in there a little bit fast enough, she's a little low on mana, so I'm trying to not pop that second line blast. Okay, so we got to keep moving at it like we're not quite to that point yet where This guy's level 22. I think, like I said, she's 23. We've got 20% of our level up here. Now, this one, I think it's worth the second Mind Blast. That one level of difference, I think, when you're kind of walking the edge like this, doing something risky, which you know I love to do. Okay, so put that bubble on. Boom, boom. Now, this guy's only level 21. So what we need to do now is fight our way into the mine, because we need to get to Gorenzo. And I just think you kind of protect him. It's only level 22, so I have I have a suspicion that if we can just make it to him, it'll be okay. And I think I was so afraid to go into this mine before because I thought the density was going to be on par with what we saw up front, and now I realize it's only like that because of. Pulled 2, so hit a second spell. Now that one's only a level 20. Okay, so we're gonna hit a second word bubble. Bubble. Okay, so now I think we'll be okay. Because we already killed the backup one. And she still generates mana within combat when she has that shadow talent. Okay, cool. Pop a heal. Alright, nothing to the right. That's good. Up. Okay, so we should have hit that. When they see you like that, and they're already charging, you should actually hit the dot first. That's just part of that little switch over in the rotation. Something you gotta kind of stay on top of your game about it. I think if you're trying to maximize DPS, there's a lot more little. On the one hand, it is a lot more simple and streamlined to do it this way. I think we came in the other door too. All right, so that's Overlord. I don't think they're necessarily anything special. They're just kobolds, but it is. The density, the fact that we are locked in this cave, and if we die, that's fine. I am 100% fine with the suicide run. There goes my my inner fire.
That still be charged.
That spell's actually not that expensive to cast. Oh crud. Okay. Let's see that guy. With this mob, he is really okay. He was patrolling, and I was worried he was gonna. We have to. The thing is, you know how it is with World of Warcraft Classic. We've got to keep pressing forward because I forgot I should be trying to bust out the second Mind Blast. Fight level 22. Because when the mobs will respawn, so it definitely creates that sense, ever-present sense of urgency. You must keep pushing forward. And we need to make our way almost through the entire mine.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Okay. I think I'm gonna try to go for. Yeah. Okay. I wasn't planning on fighting this guy necessarily. That decision's been taken from me. I'm gonna drink some milk.
I can't trust that.
Delicious glass of milk. She has so much milk on her. 8 glasses. I mean, it's basically like. Gosh. They're freaking not letting me chill. Bummer. Okay, so this is lame. I guess I'm gonna clear the left side. I wasn't gonna. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Annoying as heck. Gosh. Okay, so now this guy's. At least I have a desperate prayer backup.
That's still recharging.
That just 10-minute cooldown. Yeah, so that's just a nice mega heal. Just has a 10-minute cooldown. I have been diseased as well. Let's get that off me. I don't know how long that's been going on. Alright, so... Let's drink that milk. Let's not mess around. I need to kind of veer off. Well, I need to go through that tunnel, so... Whatever it is, what it is. I don't care about a battered chest. I don't even care necessarily about the loot on these guys, except she's probably broke, everybody is. Alright. Greedy. That's greed right there. Can't be greedy in Classic. That's the law of World of Warcraft Classic 101. You cannot be greedy.
I can't pass that yet.
So, whatever. She's clearing them at a good enough clip that I think will be okay despite my stupid greed. Okay. I mean, and we've gone, you know, we've gone from 0 bars we just dinged to about 30%. So she's making good progress in terms of her overall, like, experience as a quester. You're also getting closer and closer to old Gorenzo here. Okay. Her, man, I just can't stay on top of it. That's why right now I'm actually, like, just relying only... Oh, I need to put that...
That spell isn't ready yet.
Keep that inner fire up. It makes a big difference, actually. Alright, so we need to go down that tunnel. So I want to pull this guy. It's the fact that we have to put that shield on so much. That does. Alright, so then we gotta fight our way in there. This path right here would be back out the other side, which is what I think I tried to do in the last episode, and kinda made my way in, and then I was like, screw it. Okay. Alright, cool. Now we do have to kinda hope that we don't hit... I was just about to say, we gotta hope that I don't hit any patrol. Oh, go, he doesn't patrol that far back. Excellent. Okay. Now, look, you can see a pack right there, though. Look at that stupid pack. So, that might require some, I don't know, some beer, some potions, something. Might have to psychic stream to clear the air. Why are there so many right there? Okay. And really, I think we might be pulling 4. Okay, we're gonna try 1. Oh, crud. That did not work. Oh, man. Instant death. Okay, so... Oh. Terrible. You know, my only thinking is maybe if I can die and appear on the other side of him? Or maybe somebody tried this and died, and all the mobs that would have otherwise spawned stayed there. That's a possibility too. I just don't know why so many of them. I mean, I'm gonna try. Otherwise, if we can't do it, we'll come back to it. I mean, I feel like I fought this hard to get in there, but the way they're densely clustered like that, it makes me feel like most likely somebody came in there and, like, there's no way they would call that a level 22 quest. So I'm thinking somebody, what's it called? Lorenzo's orders. Let's take a peek. Let's look it up. So, Garenzo's orders. Okay. We'll take a peek at what it says. Let's look at the comments. First wave is 321s. Second wave is 2 melee and 2 caster. Unable to solo as a 26 priest. Yeah, so they are saying this is ridiculous. The difficulty of an elite group quest. So you should save yourself from this hell and skip it. 3 level 21s still couldn't manage to live. Oh. Okay. Yeah, and even then they're showing, like, now I mean, I'm gonna have to do a run out of here. I could psychic, and even that, if you notice when I did the psychic scream, like, they almost all resisted it. So, I guess we'll check it out, but yeah, if all of those guys are also on... There's my dead body. I wonder if there's other dead people here, too. See, so here's Piznik. He's in there. See, so this guy is right off the bat. I knew he was going to go on. I will try it one time. And if we die, we die. You know? Kind of one of those things. Like, I'll go ahead and go for some healing or whatever. I'll kill that guy that's closest as well. Okay. Cool. I got a scroll of strength. Awesome. That's going to help me out a lot. Thank you. Do I have anything I can eat? Well, I have a haunch of meat. I'll drink another milk. Got a banana. Should have been drinking that bad boy. Other than that, no. I wonder if there's something we're not missing here. It says, level 27, Pally. Didn't have a chance. Yeah, I'm trying to scroll through, and basically everybody says it's crazy. I was able to AoE the groups down, then start the quest. Only one wave showed up. I like how this person says, they said whoever designed this quest was smoking crack. Gotta love a good old crack smoking joke. Okay, we got 1 minute for our special little guy. Oh. There's a wind shear digger. So we're gonna go ahead and blast out. I'm bringing that holy fire. Okay, and that's okay. That's okay, man. That's okay. Hit this guy as well. And then we will take our time, you know, drinking, eating, whatever. Yeah, I don't even know what we're gonna do, to be honest. If all those mobs spawn, like it says, I did not think that was gonna happen. I just didn't catch a break. At least he's only level 20. But I do think, yeah, this might be one that we save for, like, the end of the zone. Because why? Or this is a perfect example of a quest that's like, why would we ever do this? Why? Alright, I guess let's get what's in this quest. I mean, we cleared out the stinking dungeon on the way there. I feel like if we were a mage, it'd be kind of cool. Yeah, we got some more... Look at all that. We got some potions. Got a bunch more bananas, too. I mean, who wouldn't want that? Okay, everything's off cooldown. I will refresh my... what should we eat? Should we eat that cheese? Sure. I mean, I don't really want to drink the milk because I'm pretty close. Let's read what he says, because we're probably going to be on a 10-minute... Let's face it. We're going to be on a 10-minute death walk after this. You know... This is called Gorenzo's Orders, by the way. I was once the second most important person here at this site. That all changed when Gorenzo took over. Fired my boss, Ziz Physics, and sent me down to work in the mines. Ziz told me to stay here and gather information, though. His new boss will pay us well if we can find out what Gorenzo's plans are. Anyways, what I do know is that Gorenzo has ordered large amounts of this gold green ore to be mined. I can get you a sample to bring to Ziz, but you'll have to watch for patrols while I get it.
Be good.
Okay. Maybe if I, like, do, like, a fade. Alright, watch my back while I get you some of this ore. I prefer not to watch your back. I think if I was a rogue, I would just hide out here. That's 3 mobs. Look at that. Okay, so we are... Oh, you know what? Maybe instead if I focus on healing. Oh my gosh. He just freaking died. Please. He insta died. I am trying to look at all those mobs. It's freaking crazy. Like, how would you... I think you'd have to, yeah, you'd have to maybe kill it first? I don't know. I'll leave it as a quest failed. It's crazy. As you saw, yeah, like everything you'd seen in the tunnel just runs in to kill you. And I wonder if that's like what you're supposed to do, if you're supposed to kind of try to fight your way through. Yikes. This quest broke me. The third wave killed off my totems, me, and the goblin in all quick succession. Third wave refused to despawn, as well as being flanked by the respawns. He says he did it at level 57. Yeah, so every single person is basically saying, you know, only good news is his respawn time is 5 minutes. Yeah, at level 26, full blues, you have to time the clearing of the hole. Immediately start the quest. Use Stoneclaw, focus one at a time. Set the focus target to the goblin so you can pop him with a heal if you need on the last wave, and bring mana potion. As a level 28, yeah, this guy's like easily soloable as a level 28 rogue. Well, first of all, it says that this is a level 22 quest, so that's done. Alright, so now we're trapped in this freaking piece of crap land for 10 minutes, where we cannot quest, so that's booty. We can turn this other quest in, Gorenzo's Orders. We also have this Gorenzo's Mechanical Arm. We have to go kill Gorenzo. I mean, I would love to kill him after this crap he's sending us on. And we'll just kind of see, you know, as it said, it's not even really soloable until you get close to 30. Like, it's ridiculous. Some of these quests are like 27, like, even though it says 22, It's definitely, I would say, I would put it up there with more like around level 27, 28. We'll see. Now she needs a repair. I did find in my researching, running around here with my wife, that which flight path you need as Alliance to kind of get around the Barrens and still go to Ratchet. We'll work on that. All right, let's turn this guy in.
Need assistance?
Covert Ops Alpha and then Beta. Did you get the plans, Kelly? Truly amazing. This is a huge blow to the Venture Co. We'll be able to find weaknesses in their machines and also incorporate their designs into our own creations. This is a wonderful day indeed. How did it go, Kelly? Incredible, Kelly. Kayla and the Sentinels will be so happy. With your skill and my creations, we're unstoppable. Kayla's update. Kelly, take these letters to Kayla. I'm sure she'll want to know about this, or at least the Sentinels will. Make sure you tell her how successful we were, and how we couldn't have done it without a little bit of magic.
Alrighty then.
Okay. Where's Kayla? Where does she live? Is she in Ashenvale? Look at that. They're literally red. It's weird. Why is it red? Is that... Oh, you know what? I think this is... I just updated Questy. I think it's red because it's showing this is a PvP quest. That's the deal. They should have... Questy should have updated that. Where is this girl at? That's in search of Dale Rude, or what's the quest called? Kayla's update. Okay, so where are we supposed to be updating Kayla? Kayla's update. Hey guys, do you see it anywhere? I legit don't see it. Oh, she's right 5 seconds. She's 5 feet. She's 5 feet away.
How may I help?
Yes, Callie, what can I do for you? This is interesting indeed. You and Gaxon have done very well, Callie. Okay, so now she wants to give us 2 quests. Enraged Spirits and Wounded Ancients. I'm unsure what the Venture Code did to the Vale, but it's obvious they were overpowered by the creatures there. They set the forest aflame and used their inventions of destruction to decimate as much of the Vale as possible. But in their ignorance, they also released something else. Burning spirits, elementals of flame, stone, and rage. The land has no chance to see Elune smile while these creatures roam free. Bring me their smoldering embers to show you've reduced their numbers.
Del Madres.
Okay, so she wants to send us now... Oh, look, it's like they've kind of color-coded different things, maybe to help you recognize that these things are different quests. That's actually helpful. That's a much-needed change.
Hello.
And Wounded Ancients. It seems obvious to me that the protectors of the Vale, the Treants, had something to do with the Venture Co. being driven back. Unfortunately, even those once great guardians have now become corrupt. Gaxon thinks the corruption is somehow linked to the weapons the goblin used during their retreat. I told him I'd collect a sample from a wounded treant and allow him to study it in order to figure out if that's true. Bring me some of the shrapnel so the gnome can tell me more. Okay.
Be careful.
I think I would also, put it out there. Maybe I'll just do a little quick... I think, first of all, if we're looking at this, all of the quests jump up to that 24, 25, 26 range. So this is going to be a grind. So her life now is grinding for a little bit of time. She's just going to have to take her time and kill everything she sees, because 26 is as easy as it gets. But in the meantime, since our stuff is low and we have 5 minutes of res sickness left, why don't we take a little jaunt up to Stonetalon Retreat, and I believe hopefully up there will it be some sort of shop. You know what? We should also, let's take a peek right here to explore this part of the map. This is a little horde encampment. Actually, screw it. I don't want to risk it, but because we're not doing explorers. Although we'll do that achievement too. Why not? When we do that when there's achievements on Wrath of the Lich King. They didn't have it in Burning Crusade Classic either, so we would have skipped that while we played through that. So that's the other thing. It's like, okay, we want to do Lore Master, but the only iteration of Lore Master that existed in the way that we're going to be doing it is during Wrath of the Lich King, which I did actually do that. I've mentioned this on the show before. I have done it. I have no way to prove that to you because my retail characters are... I actually did it on my original account. But I did, once upon a time, with my Troll Rogue, I did do the Lore Master Achieves in their Wrath of the Lich King form, which are it's very much more annoying because there's nothing to I didn't have Questy back then, for one. There's nothing to track... I use no mods. There's nothing to track the quests. You just know the number. You just know you have to hit a certain number. You have to hit a certain amount of quests in... I don't remember if they do it by zone or if they just do it by, like, Eastern Kingdoms calendar. Or if they kind of break that down and do it further. But I do know you have to... hit... I mean, I did have Wowhead. I did do a lot of research. I can remember reading, like, oh, this quest doesn't actually count for Lore Master, blah, blah, blah. You have to deal with some of that. Her poor little gloves are going to break. Stats are trash right now. No, it's her wristbands. Everything else is close. Luckily, her gear is shite, so it's not going to matter. Main hand club. I don't care about this 8.7. Nothing. I don't need this, so I guess I'll get rid of the detonator and the bomb. They're just taking up space. We are going to need these crystals. She's got tons of linen, but she can't... Yeah, see, I messed up. I didn't realize. I really thought, oh, you should, like, be synergistic, man, and you should make things in tailoring that you can disenchant. No, you'll be fine. Don't do that mistake that I made. I only was able to pull out of the mistake. Make these bolts of linen cloth for at the last minute with my other guy. Yeah, make this cape. Just make it. Just make the cape. I think I accidentally bought a bunch of, about 15 fine threads too. That's why she's broke. I mean, that'll pay for itself eventually, but yeah, just make these, because what's happening is I'm getting too far ahead of myself and I can't, not spawning linen cloth anymore. She's gonna have to end up like going to the auction house to buy linen thread, or going and farming a bunch of linen thread. I don't know what level you get. I don't know if I got 50 seconds. Come on, man. I don't know what level you get wool thread at. But she'll be fine. She'll shoot up through the ranks once I get there. I have it in the bag. I have these recipes. Yeah, see. Oh, red linen bags at 70. So, might not be till 75. I hope it's a 70. But I'm not getting my hopes up too much. I mean, she could make all these red linen bags. She could turn her bags red for cuteness sake. 9 seconds. She's about to come back. But we've made it this far. We might as well. And you know what? I feel like on the way back, we'll just kill these coursers. Killing these coursers is actually a horde quest. We'll do that. Just with my horde characters, I just started questing in this area. Stonetalon. And I've moved my alliance in here too. So now it's good to know. Now my alliance with my wife and myself, we are both level 27. So we will probably attempt that quest. It's gonna be tough. I At least we have my Void Walker can kind of taunt it, and we'll burn it down as much as we can. Hopefully with 2 level 27s we'll be okay. I don't know. We kill those mobs first. That might happen. I don't know. Because one of those things that we were just reading said you have to actually kill those waves for it to trigger and not kill that dude. That's what's going to be hard. We don't have we're a rogue and a warlock, so we don't have any whatever. But the cool thing when we do our Lore Master playthrough on Burning Crusade / Wrath of the Lich King, we're going to be a paladin and a shaman respectively, so those are at least pretty versatile classes. The paladin can literally do anything, and the shaman can't exactly tank, but can off tank. I think they even, with Wrath of the Lich King, they nerfed any tanking that the shaman could do, so there's really like 0 tanking. Look, this person's level 32, and I think that's what this all boils down to. You should be a heck of a lot higher level to coming out here to Stonetalon. But then they give you all these dumb quests, and that's what it is in Classic. They really just want you to... They want you to jump around and revisit zones and stuff like that. Alright, so let's sell some of this. Don't need a flask of oil. Do need that. Alright, I'll keep some of this. Oh, she doesn't cook, I forgot. So she doesn't need to keep any of that stuff. I wanted to find, I still want to find someone that can repair. We might be SOL, which would be a shame. I mean, if that's the case, we're still going to quest anyway, but imagine, like, why would you make a zone where you can't? Where there's no one to repair in the entire zone. I mean, there's a little wagon right there. We have an inn. A wagon. There's already like a wolf or something. We are halfway through for turning in those 2 quests. Yeah, I don't see... Oh, there's a little house. Maybe in that house there's repair. And then, yeah, so what we'll do now is we'll start this grindy process of fighting basilisks and doing what we can. Kidding me? An empty house. Wow. So we literally have no recourse. There's no way to repair. Unless we, like, fly back to Asherville or something like that. That's dumb. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna go till our gear is fully broken. Hopefully that won't happen very fast. Or unless there's, like, a guy in here. Probably pass through here. I see plenty. I mean, there's plenty of friendlies. They're just... not. Would make sense from a lore perspective. We can't have blacksmithy out here in the woods. No. That's just sucks to suck for me. Tons of little people. Let's check. Can Alliance repair in Stonetalon? They have it alphabetical. There are no repair NPCs in Silithus? Okay, it says there is Eleni. Okay, so she's here. There is someone. Okay. Let's just look harder, I guess. At Stonetalon Peak. And then we'll go out for some questing. At least for a few minutes. We'll do and we'll start this valley. Because that's all that's left in Stonetalon Peak. It's just this valley. We've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Got 4 quests in said valley. Okay, so Eleni, French something. Where are you, Eleni? Ilyani? That's Chilena. Veralia. Okay, what does it say? She is located at 3547. So we need to be don't think she's up here because we already looked. Does that mean she's is she like right outside? She hiding upstairs? Is there like a little path? There she is. Why would they freaking hide her? That's so rude. Okay, good. I wanted to fight anyway. So there. Rotation. I'm glad you were fighting me because I wanted to fight. Yeah, these things are definitely harder. Level 24. So she's 23. They don't run. Okay, 336. What's our XP needs? 13,000. So we would need about 45 guys to kill to level up. Alright, so let's do about 10 minutes. We will do about 10 minutes where we get started. That probably won't even be enough, but considering we're really just going to be watching her grind. Hey now. Get your mind out of the gutter. That's not what I meant. She's going to be killing mobs repeatedly in a sort of a mindless way, much like one would do when they went to work or were on the grind. I am very sad. The season of my working from home that I get is over after this week. I just have a few days to go. Then Monday I'm back in the office. But I've decided I'm going to make it a personal goal to make a video every day no matter what once that starts. So this summer has been I had a lot of high goals. I was going to make a lot of videos for the show. I was going to get some sun, spend some time outdoors. I was going to play a lot of video games and get some of that stuff I wanted to get done. I was going to get in shape, and I've put on if you've been watching the show, you probably can see it. I probably put on a few pounds over the past few months. So I was going to cut those little few pounds that I put on. No. All I did was not cut my hair. It's getting longer and longer. And I got paler. I lost 0 pounds. I probably gained a couple more. I did not make any more videos than I do when I'm working. I mean, I did move I did create this little thing back here. And I have played some video games. That part got done. I did play games I didn't expect to play. I did get through some. I'm about to start. I just kind of started Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm going to play that. The next one's going to be on my dock. But I started playing the little prologue, and my son neglected to tell me so if you have a Switch, I'm sure you know this already, but if you don't, the Switch is it's just a crappy system. I'm sorry for those of the. I'm not trying to be a jerk. The games are great. It's a cool idea, but graphically, engine-wise, what it can handle, it's nothing. not even close. It's not even quite last gen. Like, it doesn't even really look as good as a PS4 looks. So, sure, is Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and some other games, are they cool? Absolutely, they're cool. Yeah, for sure. But they do not hold a candle to modern games. It doesn't look as cool as like an Elden Ring, or I mean, heck, it barely holds a candle to World of Warcraft Classics graphics. Not impressive. The resolution is not good. There's no need to get any kind of fancy new TV or anything, because it doesn't matter. You could be playing on a box TV. Well, that's 2 for 2 on my smoldering embers. Oh yeah. Give Daddy some more embers, baby. I think I turned those back into her too, so it's fine. It's a nice start. I think there's some scales up here also. I don't need that pride wing. I'm a little bit... I don't really want to fight that. So... Yeah, so... I have to... I mean, I have played a decent amount of Diablo, but... It's not that I haven't played a lot of the Diablo 4... I just have been messing around. I've been screwing around too much. I made too many characters. I have like 10. I keep trying new things. I am progressing probably about 75% of the way to 100% completion. And getting a character, but now there's the seasonal content that I'm trying to mess with. There's hardcore content. There's just all kinds of stuff to mess around with. Sorry, messing around with PvP in that. I did pretty good. My kill to death ratio is pretty decent, like 5 to 1 or something like that. So not like OP powerhouse, but solid, respectable. What is that thing? Blood Fury Harpy, we need those guys too. Well, let's... Come on. Look, I need to talk to you about something in this alley over here, okay? It's really top secret. Do you hear me, Rogue Flame Spirit? Yo, Sun Chiefs. You want to change your ad so my spam filter catches it, please? That's funny. Oh, because they have that. That's why they put the freaking symbol in front. I guarantee you that's why they do that. So that they can avoid the spam filter. I hate it, and people get so defensive too about it. Like if you start complaining about spam, there are defenders of it out there. It's not just like rando bots. It is real people that are freaking selling carries constantly. Which, whatever. That's what's fun to you. Oh, we have to kill 28 different harpies. We're not doing that. All we're gonna do is... I'm not even gonna log out like anywhere spectacular. She doesn't have any rested XP. Why start now? I'm just gonna...
It's too far away.
We're just gonna kill for about 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna log her in this valley, because as you can see, we're just gonna be doing this. Luckily, we have a lot of different things to kill. That's cool. She does have some... once she hits 24, she'll have some skills that she'll need to go learn. So, I mean, we can go do that soonish, but whatever. I mean, yeah, she's holding her own against this fight. I think she could even handle probably like 2 if she chains them the right way. Yeah, she's getting 400 XP from some of these. Yeah, like if I wanted to not drop the second one, I'd probably avoid that. Because this costs 85 mana. Oh, well, it's cheaper. It's actually cheaper. And that's 113, whereas that's 130. So actually the Holy Fire does more damage. And it's cheaper. What? A 10-slot bag? A 10-slot bag, you say? What? I don't mind if I do. Thank you. Okay. Well, that is just dandy. Got ourselves a 10-slot bag. I cannot complain about that. Cool. Okay, so she's doing good. She's in bag heaven. Always, you know, someplace I wanted to go was bag heaven. Would you send me to bag heaven, please? Actually, now that I realize that I just looked at the numbers on that Holy Fire, that's what I'm doing. Popping up the Holy Fire for every time. For now, I think eventually as she specs into Shadow, that'll probably fall by the wayside, but no. Why the heck she's not, you know? It's a slower cast, I guess that's part of it. Okay, but it does apply that dot. They both apply dots. 2 every 3, but it's Shadow Word Paint is significantly higher amount of dot. This is actually a good spot though for questing, for grinding, for doing the World of Warcraft work. Got a little too close to that one. I mean, I guess I could eschew the shield if I really felt like I was starting to get a little low on XP or mana. I mean, the drop rate's pretty good. No, I can't do that. Never mind. Looking at how low my life's getting with the shield. Let's see, mess it up. This doesn't ramp though, so at least there's that. Like the penalty for missing it by 1 global cooldown's amount of stuff is not that big a deal. Okay, maybe we'll finish that quest. Maybe that's what we'll do, because I'm at. That way we've kind of finished something. But yeah, we're at 6 of 8 smoldering embers, and maybe we'll just try to finish that off and then run back up. Maybe we'll actually like get this to populate on the map here in a second, and then we'll turn that one. We'll go back and turn it in, so that at least we finish something. There we go. I did my rotation correctly that time. So I had on retail. I've done lately this latest patch. I don't even know what the point of it is. It is a kind of a mini patch where they introduced at the end of towards the end of Shadowlands, they created this something called a mega dungeon. It was like I think it's called like Telazir or something like that. It was like a bazaar themed mega dungeon. I think I don't know, they're somewhere between a raid and a dungeon. They only exist at the mythic level. I never even mess with them too much because they require you to learn all the mechanics as though it was a mythic, but it's more punishing even than a regular mythic but the item level requirements are very high, like a Mythic Plus or whatever. So even though it's like it doesn't have the affixes of a Mythic, so it's somewhere in between like a raid and a Mythic. But because of that, you can't. There's no like lesser version. There's no insta. There's no looking for group for it. So you've got to queue up like you would with the Mythic. But because it's so much longer and convoluted, nobody wants to like. I can't find it. Basically, I couldn't find it. And then I looked online and I'm like, because I haven't been playing and grinding out every day, my item level's a little bit low. Like I'm down. Like I'm around 411. I think I'm 411, which is not that good. And I just could not. I wanted to do it just to do it, and I couldn't get anyone to take me into a group. Like nothing. Not even rejections. Just straight up ignores. Oh, we don't need those wind colors. So I'm like, what the heck? And then I look up and they're like, yeah, you shouldn't even, you should be minimum 220 if you really know what you're doing, but you should be in the 230s or more. I don't want to get too far deep in here because I really want to, we're just going for this. We only need one more. So I'm like, oh, well, crap. I'm not even geared right, which is not always the case. It just, I've been playing other stuff, so I haven't been, I'm just, I don't know. The whole pushing in-game content is not fun. When they come out with a new expansion, I like it. I like going through the campaign, I like that stuff, but pushing in-game content, constantly going through the dailies, and I mean, they reduced that some, but just fighting to get your item level high so that you can have the highest item levels so you can push, you can compete and be part of the crowd. I don't know, I have a job already. Like that, I have enough competition and pressure and expectations thrown at me for my actual job that I don't come home and relax by dealing with that. Alright, so I found myself fighting some of these wind callers. I see that treant back there. He's level 27. That's a little rich for my blood. Not impossible, but not something I'm necessarily too eager to do right now when resources are slightly tapped. And we just need a elemental. So yeah, back to work I go on Monday. I'm super excited. No, I mean I like my job, but I'd much prefer here with you guys. If I was told that I had to put in like 8 hours of work doing this, that would be what I'd do it. Believe it or not, guys, I'd do it. Can you imagine that, where like your job is not to like be a playtester, not to be like doing the tedious things that it is actually a real job, but your job is to just do what I'm doing. Oh wait, there are people that do that, which I don't get it. Like I watched someone, and again, I'm not trying to throw shade. There's people. Like I was just kind of watching, you know, it's almost like doing homework. I try to watch and I try to see, there we go, we got that last quest. Like what's the appeal? What are these famous people bring to the table? How can I carve out my own niche? Is what I'm doing redundant? Is what I'm doing ridiculous? Is there, I mean, obviously I have very few subscribers. I'm not even in the monetization zone yet, so I'm not doing whatever it is that gets them. I think primarily if I was going to notice the big difference, being good, they are very good at the game. The people that I watch for the most part, they are good to very good to great at the game. Some of them even probably like the professional level. So there's that. Watching people that are very good at something, I guess that's appealing. So there's that. But personality-wise, like, some are fine, but not necessarily like, you know, lighting my world on fire. And then some are like, I do not know. Let me just. And then some are, I'm like,
It's too far away.
Some I just, like, people want to watch it. This is what sounds good to people. And the answer is yes. Apparently. I feel like that one was just running, and she couldn't make up her mind. Okay. But yeah, I mean, like, I shouldn't throw shade. I'm just some amateur guy that just does this for fun, and obviously even, you know, I like myself, sure. I talk to myself. The other thing, that's another good point. Another thing I see a lot of them do is they're playing on. His name is Horse Arms, and he is high enough above me that he's skull, but that doesn't mean much. He doesn't look like he's OP. Another big thing is I noticed that they keep the little like chat channel going, and that way they can sort of like interact with fans, which I think that's cool. But so I was watching a 4-panel of like 4 of the top Diablo 4 streamers, and 1 or 2 of them were like, okay, I think you seem like a likable person, but as far as like what you're bringing to me with your words is not anything special. However, like I said, very good to great at the game. So I can't really criticize it. Another thing, though, I would say, and this is probably a deal breaker for me, is the amount of content. I mean, the amount of time that gets spent playing the game. Not the amount of content, whatever. I put out a freaking. You guys see me. We're over 1,000 episodes in a year and a half. I put out the content, even if it's not high quality or not good. I put the quantity out there. I'm a buffet, baby. I'm like the I'm like Golden Corral. All you can eat. You might not be proud of yourself after you consume it. I'm there. But I think one thing that sets me apart is like what's the name of the guy, the most popular WoW, like one of the most popular, Asmongold. And so he's never going to hear this. He's never going to watch my show or anything like that. Asmongold is someone, I heard about him a few years back through people in my guild talking about watching him. And I have watched a few of his videos, and sometimes the content that he does is interesting. And I've looked him up and researched like his subscribers and how much the dude makes bank. Like he's making bank. He's where Asmongold is the dream. If I could arrive at his level, I would love it. That would be I'd be set. I like to think that I think I would be able to retire. I'd be able to kick back and invest and just keep doing that and ride that. golden goose as long as I could. But personality-wise, I'm sorry, that dude's obnoxious. Like, he is not, he does not entertain me. I like some of the topics of the things that he covers, but the way he talks, he just doesn't. I don't hate him or anything. Like, I don't think he's a jerk. I just think he's weird. But whatever. Obviously people like him, so he should keep doing what he's doing because he's doing it right. All right, what is this? The first time I saw the charred veil, I almost wept, Callie. The remains of our enemy. Your strength serves us well, Callie. Thank you.
Farewell.
All right, guys, we did it. We did some quests. We're just gonna keep staying right here at this camp. This is our little base where we get no rested XP, and Callie levels up super slow. I will see everybody next time on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft, because this one is in the pipe 5x5.